Hi, it's Sarah from Sacred Tree Herbals. It's been a couple weeks, maybe a week since I've done a video. I thought that I would show you what I do for myself for the change. So menopause. A lot of women can start about 35 years old, sometimes sooner, but usually in general it starts about 35 years old and it can go into your into your 60s. God willing. And so I'm 53 and I'm not really afraid to share my stuff with people. So I am going through menopause, and so cycles can be erratic. You can be 15 days, you can be 120 days, and your emotions are all over the place. You start to kind of lose it sometimes. But, and other times you're fine, and it's just so, the cycles can be so up and down a lot of times. So herbs can help considerably with these swings of emotion and hormones. And so I just wanted to share what I do for myself in regards to, those swings and just trying to come back into balance. So the first thing that I like to put in my tea. So I drink a tea every day. You can do extract if you want. I do other extracts, but this is my main tea that I drink every day. So I try to figure out what my body needs. And that has changed considerably over the years, depending on what imbalances that I feel in myself. And again, I can help you too with finding that custom blend for yourself. So, but for me in this stage of my life, I am going more toward supporting the nervous system so I get proper sleep, so I'm not stressed out during the day, because I have a pretty busy life running the shop. I homeschool my kids. I'm trying to do classes and be shop girl and all this stuff. So nervous system is definitely frazzled sometimes. So I like to add in milky oats or oat tops. And these lovely little seeds, if you can see them, there they are. They are a nervous system restorative. And I'm always adding those into my tea blends. They're also very helpful for libido. So for men and women, they can, give a little pep to your libido. So I like to add in that. Plus it's just very calming and nourishing, and there's tons of minerals in there. And I also like to add in the stem of the oat, which is oat straw. It's called oat straw. So you got oat straw and the oat tops in there. Very important. The oat straw has, again, just a lot of minerals in there. So calcium, magnesium, all the trace minerals, a lot of the trace minerals that your body will need, not only during transitions, but just in general. I find a lot of people are low in minerals because of assimilation issues, stomach acid issues, and all this stuff comes up especially as we age or with some other chronic conditions. So I got milky oats and oat straw in there. And then I like to add wild yam. And wild yam has been an amazing addition to my tea blend, and to other people's tea blend for the phytoestrogens in there, but it's also wonderful for joint pain. So, and for digestion. So in general, I love to use this one for people, especially if they're exhibiting a lot of joint pain. So that's your estrogen piece in this. And then the next one is eleuthero root. Now eleuthero root, I know it's backwards, but you can kind of see what it looks like here. It's like this very off-white. That's what it should look like if you order herbs. I like to add that in there for its adaptogenic quality. So what that's going to do is help your body deal with stress. But what I really love about eleuthero is it gives you some nice energy that isn't, frazzling energy, and it's going to help with testosterone. We don't often talk about testosterone when women are going through menopause. It's usually estrogen or progesterone. I don't add a lot of estrogen stuff in my tea, and I don't add anything for progesterone because my body doesn't need that. But what I found is to support my body's ability to make testosterone through using eleuthero root has been an amazing addition, as well as the wild yam. And I do use this for men as well, for the menopause that is, you know, men go through the change too. So that's a nice one for men and women. And then lemon balm. I like to add lemon balm because I tend to have some virus stuff, you know, herpes virus. But what I like about lemon balm is it's an anxiolytic, so it's going to help bring it down a notch. And it really tastes good. So it's a nice tasting herb. It's easy to grow in your garden too. I grow lemon balm in my garden and harvest it all year round, because once you harvest it, it grows right back. It's lovely. It just keeps giving. But I like the lemon balm in my tea to help just with not only the antiviral piece, but also just to help calm things down. So again, milky oats, oat straw, and lemon balm would be your nervines. Wild yam is your phytoestrogen and anti-inflammatory, and then your eleuthero root is your adaptogen and your hormone, another type of hormone support. And then I add in plantain leaf. Plantain, not the banana plantain. It's plantago. It's a species. You can get a bunch of different types of plantain. I usually use plantago major or regally, which grows readily around New Hampshire. It volunteers very easily. It's an herb, not the banana. And I like plantain for all different reasons, but digestion. Digestion. It's an anti-inflammatory for the gut, and it heals the gut, because I got some leaky gut stuff going on. And then I add in red raspberry leaf. This is your uterine tonic. Ladies, you got a boggy uterus. Maybe. Most likely. What is that? It means the uterus is a water organ. It's going to hold water or fluids, so your interstitial fluids in your body. Red raspberry leaf helps to kind of wring out your uterus, which, oh my gosh, you know, you don't realize it until you start taking red raspberry leaf, how boggy the uterus is. And when you start using red raspberry leaf on a regular basis, you expel everything every month. It's very healthy for your uterus to do that. And we can talk about the specifics about that. If you have questions, please ask in the comments. But it just keeps the uterus healthy. You know, it's a tonic for the uterus. It kind of wrings it out and helps you just clear all the mucus in the blood from every month. And it's just wonderful. I love it. And then I add red root for myself every once in a while. And this is a spleen tonic. This is like a blood tonic, and it's a spleen tonic. Red root is its name. The binomial name is Ceoanthus americanus. And I use this a lot. People with skin issues. I use it for immune issues. So your spleen is this interesting organ that it's lymphatic, it's circulatory, and it's immune as well. So, you know, you want a healthy spleen. And when I am in session with people in Reiki session, and I'm hovering over where the spleen is. So your spleen is basically on the left side of your body. It's below your stomach, kind of behind your stomach. And that's your worry organ. Okay, so I can tell if you are a worrier, if you get on my Reiki table. I can tell if you're a worrier, and I can tell what you're worrying about usually, even though you don't have to tell me. But I'll add some red root into your tea, and that will just help keep it normalized in regards to how much red blood cells it holds, because it holds red blood cells, and make sure that the immune cells in there are healthy. And I just love it for all sorts of things. I use it for Lyme, for psoriasis or skin issues, and for people who worry a lot, which I don't worry a lot. Well, I probably do, but I wouldn't consider myself a worrier. But I do have Lyme, so I like to keep that organ healthy. So this is my blend. It's geared more toward menopause, but what is lovely about the herbs is that you can add things in there for other stuff that comes in that you need to balance, which is what I love about herbs. It's not just a one-shot deal. You can really formulate for a person specifically. So this is my tea, and I drink it every day. I'm adding about, you know, a fat tablespoon. Actually, I add more to my teas because I make them pretty strong. So what I'll do is I have my teacup, and I have my strainer that sits right in here, and I'll probably add like a 1/4 cup to my 12-ounce cup here. And then I just keep adding water during the day so I don't add more tea. So the first cup is usually very strong, and then it gets weaker and weaker as the day goes on. So I'm drinking about 3 or 4 of these a day. So I'm working toward a quart. That's a typical medicinal tea blend. I'm usually dosing people a quart a day, and I'm having them add like a fat tablespoon. Sometimes I have them do it stronger, but it all depends, because it's all about you, right? It's all about exactly what your body needs at that moment in time. So live in the now and do some herbs at the same time.